Well, good morning, and what a glorious morning it is. It's meant to be 30 degrees today. Not ideal carp fishing conditions, I've got to admit. But today we're doing something we've never done before, and that is a collective Baitworks fishing trip. Now, when I say collective Baitworks fishing trip, that's all the people that fish at Baitworks, employees, all the team are coming fishing today. And what's more, it's going to be for 24 hours. And what they don't know yet, there's a little competition twist. So I've been and got a prize for the biggest carp caught in the next 24 hours. And we'll draw for swims when they arrive at 9 o'clock. And they'll be fishing this lake, which they've never fished before, for the next 24 hours in the hope of catching a couple of Cotswold carp. Now, I'm not fishing. I've decided to take up the role of chef and just somebody who's hopefully going to host the event, look after them, make sure they've got breakfast. We're going to do a barbecue this evening and be a bit of a runner. And of course, I'm going to try and film it. So anyone that knows, if you're going to try and film something, you just can't fish. You don't fish very well. The whole focus is trying to get something behind the camera, not in front of it. So I'm going to just plot up and sleep at the lake this evening. If any fish get caught in the night, I'll be round there on the bike. But most importantly, this event is for the Baitworks employees, and you'll get to see some different faces on camera for a change. I know if you watch our YouTube channel, there's a lot on there of me and Mark, but we've got about 12 people that work at Baitworks. Not all are fishermen, but the ones that are will be here today, and I'm sure it's going to be a day fueled with a bit of banter, hopefully a few Cotswold carp along the way. It's not going to be easy, this lake is not easy, but I'm really hoping they get their chance to hold one of these fish because they're lovely carp. But in the meantime, I've got to get breakfast on because they're going to be here in half an hour. So next time I check in, you'll see more than the familiar faces of me and Mark. You'll see plenty of other guys that are behind the scenes at Baitworks that are all really crucial into making Baitworks operate the way it does.
Shane O'Grady's on it, aren't you, Shane? You know. Shane knows.
Morning, Scooby Snack.
Well, not egg, yeah.
Egg. Can't be happy with a massive bacon and sausage sandwich.
But it's not massive, is it? Come on, mate. Do you know what I mean? That bacon, that's like a skin graft.
What I'm so impressed with to start the day is that belt buckle. That just
Cheers, Mike.
What belt have we got there?
mate, that oozes wealth.
What do you think?
Yes.
That,
I love it.
mate, all I need you to have is like a spom on each side. Straight like that.
Can be arranged.
Brilliant.
Can be arranged.
Well, after breakfast, it was soon time to take a steady walk round. Now, most of these guys have never seen this fishery before, so Shane done a grand job of pointing out a few likely looking areas or swims that he'd had success from in the past. Now, as you can see, when you do a draw for swims, everyone has a poker face. So as they were walking round, observations were made, a few fish were definitely seen, but nobody said a word. It was now down to the luck of the draw.
Ready, Eddie?
Right, the draw is commencing.
Yes.
We've got some actually, come and show me. In-juice pop-ups. There we are, just so I can authenticate the draw. All written with numbers on. Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, number 2. So whoever picks the ball out with a number gets that choice of swim. It's as simple as that.
Yep. Right, who's picking first?
Who's going first?
Come on, Callum.
Number 1.
You are joking.
No way. Let me have a look. Is that number 7 or number 1?
That is number 1.
Well.
Oh my God. What are the chances? What are the chances? Darren's up. Come on, Darren.
I'm going to stick that on.
Be lucky.
Back on it.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah.
3.
Number 3.
I want to go last. Let these guys.
5.
5.
I think that's 6.
2.
Oh.
1 left. Number 6. Shane O'Grady.
See, that's how generous I am.
Right. So, who's first? Callum. So, Callum, got yourself out, mate. What you saying?
I'm going to go
Oh, the pressure's on, Callum. Coming out first.
in
Pressure.
that one.
Oh, this is helpful.
Stop ponds.
One with a
Yeah,
chair in it.
the one with the chair in. The one with the chair in.
Stop ponds.
Stop ponds.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Okay.
Good choice, mate. Yep, that's good shout, that is.
I'm going to go for teacups.
Teacups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Good choice.
Good choice, Andy.
Nice one.
He knows what he's doing.
It's me.
Oh, Neil's up. Back out of retirement.
Where the sun's shining.
I'm going over that. What's that one over there with the bay?
Big Birch Point.
Yes. I'm
Where
going
you
there.
seen the fish, Neil?
Yes, that's where I'm going.
This is going to be interesting. Neil, when was the last time you cast a rod?
9 years ago. Probably 9 years ago to August.
Are we
Yes.
going to see a setup akin to Chris Yates's split cane centre pin?
Yeah, I was watching Passion Franklin last night, just getting a few more tips.
This is going to be interesting, mate. 9 years hiatus.
Absolutely, yes.
Who's next?
I'll go with the send one down here.
Carnage Corner.
College corner.
Okay, yeah.
Lawns then.
Lawns, good shout.
So the Lawns is up here on the left, yeah? Past the
Yeah,
front.
all
Yeah.
the fragmites in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iris Bay, good colour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right, mate. Yeah,
Oh, mate.
point in the right direction on the
Yeah.
other spot. Lovely.
Brilliant.
Iris Bay, Shane and Grady.
We're all rocking and rolling. Off,
So,
get fishing. Swim's pick, mate. What's your dissection?
oh, hard to say really, because it's the conditions have changed, haven't they? It was loads of wind and rain the last couple of days, and the fish were showing. But now it's gone high pressure, sun's out. I don't reckon it's going to be that easy. So I don't know. We've got a few rods in the water, different areas of the lake. So fingers crossed, mate. Something will happen.
Mate, if you're a betting man and we had some stakes on it, because there is a prize for the biggest carp,
Yeah.
who's your money on? And what swim?
Oh, good question. I reckon my money's on Andy Price up in the Lawns,
Oh, okay.
because that top end is always a few big ones up there, and he's
Okay.
he's in a swim that hasn't been fished a lot this year because the Phragmites has come up quite high. Yeah, he's got every chance, I reckon, up there. Andy Price. Heard it here
Price.
first.
Goes good to firm, 50 to 1.
Yeah.
I'm going Andy Green in the teachery.
I'm going on Andy Price for the first 12 hours.
Oh, hang on.
But after that, I think, because Andy's going to be coming down here, and he may have had a few sherbets,
Yeah.
and it all could go to pot then after that.
Good luck.
See you later.
There's already an unfair advantage happening here.
Old age.
You've got electric. They're going to be exhausted by the time they get to their swim end.
Absolutely.
By the time you get there, you're going to be in prime, full health, full of beans.
I'm ready for my first cup of tea of the day.
Oh,
well,
mate,
not directly the first one, but looking forward to it.
Mate, that is a hell of a contraption, isn't it?
Despite having the Rolls Royce of carp porters, it actually decided to give up on Andy.
Oh, we're going to do it the manual way. And
Not far to go.
that looks a heavy barrow, mate, to be pushing manually.
It's far too hot and far too heavy to take that load down to Andy's swim. So a quick pit stop, get the tool bag out, and it was just a slight loose connection before Andy was back on the road. Now as he whizzed past me, you could clearly see he was heading for a bit of a chicane. Now he nearly lost it on the bend, but by golly, that would made some light work of a heavy load, and he was heading to his swim, hopefully in search of a carp or two.
Well, one thing I've learned already about Darren is look how neat he is. Look at that rig board, mate. That is like, that's perfection. It's absolute perfection. Look at them. Good God. Puts my tackle to shame. What's this bit of trickery, mate? Nice D-rig.
Yeah.
Clear bottom over there. Is that a Cremino wafter? Yeah, mate. That'll do a bite if they're there.
Hopefully.
Good luck, mate. I'm going to wander around to see Andy and see how he's getting on.
Okay. Cheers.
Good luck, mate. Good luck. Slight change of plan. As you can see, Andy's got a rod. I'm being gilly because the fish have turned up in this lovely windward sunny corner. As we expected, really. No lines, sun out, warm wind, predictable carp. We're going to try and catch one. Well, Andy is. I'm just going to follow and hopefully watch it all unfold right under your feet. Yeah, be good if a plan comes together. That's the one.
Andy got the rod in position first time. As he nestled back quietly into the long grass to resemble a human heron, I decided to whip back to base camp to grab a new battery for the camera. I hadn't been gone seconds when I heard the unmistakable tone of a Neville screaming off. By the time I got back, sadly, the fish was already in the net.
Just over 17.5, 17.10, something.
Brilliant.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Yes, Andy.
Well done, Andy.
Yeah. The luck of the buckle.
It is.
Buckle.
Yeah. Neil Buckle needs that one on, doesn't he?
Buckle, luckle.
I reckon we should pass the belt around now.
Yeah. Yeah, pass on your lucky wand of buckleness. Well done.
Clean as a whistle, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Lovely fish.
Beautiful.
Ready?
That'll do.
Yeah, Andy! Mate, that's brilliant. Keep the applause going, keep the applause going. Yes! Baitworks So Short is off and running.
Up and running.
Drinks are on Andy. Yeah, Andy Green in the Sneaky Devil has made these up as a special batch for the guys in the factory, so I could say that's like an unfair advantage and you're on maybe you're taking steroids in the Olympics here.
Absolutely, mate.
Mate,
Yeah.
little secret recipe.
I may need an advantage after 9 years.
Mate, you get that out, that looks like a do a bite.
Yeah.
Well, Neil, you haven't been fishing for 9 years. I've got to ask, has it changed?
Well, things have changed, but not as much as I thought it would have done. So I think all the same principles are going to be the same. You know, find some fish and give it some good quality bait, and hopefully we'll get a bite.
I tell you what has changed, and you're falling in the same camp as me. Our bloody eyesight.
Eyesight's getting worse. Yeah.
Mate, I've just watched you thread some dental floss and stuff, and you're like a man after my own heart. It's like glasses on,
Yeah,
glasses off.
Yeah, it's not an easy task anymore.
Oh, mate, brilliant. Well, I'm going to leave you to it. Let you get set up, get the
Okay.
rods out, and I'm going to go and sort of badger the rest of them and stick a camera in their face and see what little tactics and tricks they got up their sleeves.
As it is.
Mate, you're going to get a suntan here.
Okay. Yeah.
Leave you to
Hopefully.
it.
See you later, mate.
Andy shortly returned to his original swim, and with the rod gently flicked to the margin as quietly as he could, it didn't take long before that same rod hooped round and he was into a really good fish. But unfortunately it weeded him, so it was time for the boat.
Oh, catch me breath a minute.
Fortunately, the boat was just around the corner, but as I drifted into the swim as quietly as possible, I could see Andy had already got the fish moving, so it was a simple case of me parking up in the reeds and watching the events unfold.
Oh, well done, buddy. Oh, this is live. Andy's on it. He is on it. Man of the moment. I don't know. I heard the shout for the boat because this one got weeded.
Yeah.
And by the time I got here, he's got it out. So. Yes, Andy! That's a good fish, that one. That is a good fish. Oh, mate, that's a good fish.
With the fish safely secure, I knew exactly what prize Andy had in the folds of that net, and it was a really special carp. So I paddled the boat back, got rid of the life jacket, and headed back to the swim. As you can see, there was plenty of people there to lend a hand, and rightly so, because this carp was incredible.
Cullen.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
My goodness, my gracious.
Andy!
That's a beaut, isn't it? Turn him round.
Oh dear. Good hands, Andy. £30 on the dot.
29.
29. 29. 29 bang on. Yeah. Nice one, Andy.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Oh yeah. You hold him up after I leave this shot on them. We all in the middle? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Yay! Brilliant.
Thank you guys. So this is the rig that I've caught my fish on. A slight twist on a barrel rig. I've added a small cap as a visual aid. And in this case I've been using the new Induce 12mm. So how I've gone around this, I've taken the standard barrel, I've put a baiting needle up through the middle, and then I've scored it with a Stanley blade to create a nice flat edge. I've then done the same with an induced barrel and sandwiched the pair of them together. So not only does this create a new visual aid, this also creates some additional buoyancy to slightly lift one end of the pellet off the bottom. That's the rig, and it's time to get it back out there. It looks like there's some more opportunities to be had, so let's get it back out.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
You nearly up just up in that finger. Sorry, mate. It was there for the taking. There for the taking. Sorry, mate. I nearly scared the living daylights out of you a minute ago.
I know you get.
What's happening? You got a rod out already?
Yeah, I got a washing line across the bay as I was wading out there. A great big carp showed right by my feet.
So what have you done? Waded it down the margin?
Yeah, just like put a washing line across the bay.
Yeah.
Just a couple of little clearing areas in there. Dropped him about 6 foot on the leader. Job's a good one.
Fishing?
Yeah, fishing.
What's happening with this one? Or is this a secret?
This is going to be a Mark Bryant baggy bag, just in the little dwarf lilies. There's a few fish mooching about in there, or they will be later. So this is just going to be a baggy bag just dropped off the edge of the lilies.
What's going in that?
A little Baitworks bag mix.
Oh, hot off the shelf, not even released yet.
And a little edge pellet up bait.
Mate, like it.
And a few little big pellets in there as well.
Mate, I tell you what, it feels really good here. That wind trickling in, it feels absolutely
shame
lovely.
That sun's, we will get some sun later, but yeah, they're about.
Mate, it feels good. I'm going to let you crack on, and I'm going to go and see Callum, who's next door. You guys are having you'll have a lovely Baitworks social, the pair of you.
Well, hopefully Callum catches one.
Yeah, or at least keep the kettle going.
Yeah, exactly. Good old T-boy. So I'm just going to stick a solid bag out amongst the dwarf lilies. Just hoping for a day bite, really. The fish should creep in here, especially when the sun's out. Yeah, opportunist day bite, hopefully. So
let's mark your bag at a 1 to 10. We know Mark Bryant can't tie a bag to save his life. Let's have a look. Come on.
With the new bag mix, nice and tight.
Cool, I mean, that is a whopper, isn't it? Callum, what's the tactics?
Literally just the same as Shane down the bank, mate. Solid bags.
Who's copying who?
Who's copying who? Well, I already said to Shane that I was fishing solid bags, but I'm just a little bit slower setting up than him, so he's first on it. It was my idea.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried that you're actually a bit close to Shane.
Just don't like getting lonely, mate.
Have you ever heard him snore?
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's famous Shane Snorer.
He's like waking the walrus, he is.
I don't snore.
Oh dear.
Mate, it looks really good in this corner. The wind's
It's nice,
trickling in.
isn't
I reckon you've got a great chance here, Callum.
Nice little spot out in front, and I'm going to wade the other rod down the left-hand margin.
Callum, I gotta say, I've done my rounds, and already, if this was a scoreboard, you have won for the neatest, tightest PVA bag. Just got to do the final touch test. Oh, mate, like a rock.
Solid.
Solid.
If Mark wants any lessons, send him my way.
What are we thinking, Shane? First time?
Well, he's got to hit the clip. It's got to be in that divot. 14 wraps. Let's see how well he does.
Is your money on it or not?
No. I didn't hear that clip go ding.
It didn't go ding, but it hit it.
Yeah,
You brought that rod back a lot.
First time.
Mate, all that jesting, all that joking. You hit the, well, it's debatable whether we hit the clip, Shane.
Hit the clip as he
Debatable.
hit the bottom of the lake.
Oh dear.
Softly. I'll redo it later.
There we go. And he's up in the lawns, and we've got a bit of foliage in the way, so being the nice guy that I am, I thought I'd come and trim it up for him. Look at that, palatial heaven now. Whoa, yes.
While everyone was getting their rods out, Mark was at the top end trying to observe if there was an opportunity to catch one at the edge. It was an area of the lake that had no lines, and as you guessed it, that's where some of the fish were sneaking up to, out of the way of the pressure. But as Callum hadn't got his second rod out yet, he decided to skip the first one in, quickly change to a lead clip, and wander up with Mark to try and capitalise on the opportunity.
I'm not too sure. It's always 50-50, isn't it? I think it's still going to be there by the time we get a rigging.
Hopefully.
I reckon so, mate.
Fingers crossed. Would be nice.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Lovely.
Thought it was a screetest, but
That's the one, mate. That's the one. Get him nice and slack. It's 3 good uns.
On the spot.
Not now, no, but they were. Just now.
Well, we're going to walk back out the spot.
Yeah, I would, mate.
Let's walk back out. It's all a bit tense, but really exciting.
So we've
Feeling
just
tense.
It is very tense, mate. The art's, well, it's up here to be fair. But yeah, we've just come down in this little back channel, to say the least. Mark's up the tree, he's been feeding this spot. Literally just lowered the rig in, felt it down, dunk, and there's a few fish coming in and out, so fingers crossed it won't be too long.
So, mate, heart racing stuff. Mark's giving us commentary up the tree.
Yeah.
All we keep hearing is one on the spot.
One on the spot.
One's
There's
moved
one.
off.
He's a good one.
It's brilliant, mate.
But yeah,
Absolutely
proper
brilliant.
heart pounding stuff. It's good.
Callum's trap was set, and Mark was sat up a tree giving him running commentary of exactly which fish were gliding into the area. It was all a bit tense and all a bit exciting, so I decided to jump on the bike, leave them to it, and head back to the car park for a quick refreshment break. I needed some cold water and some treats. But as I was doing a lap of the lake, I bumped into Andy Price, and he'd just landed an incredible carp, but more on that in a minute. In the meantime, as I looked up the length of the lake, Callum was also doing battle with his first carp of the session, so it was a really busy, frantic couple of minutes. So I jumped back on the bike, headed right back up to the top of the lake, because both of them needed some photo duties.
Well, it's been a frantic 5 minutes. Say Callum's got one here. Mid-double, Callum.
Mid-double, mate, yeah.
And then we'll all go around and see the man of the moment with a new PB. Well done, mate. That was odds on that was going to happen, wasn't it?
Heart was in my mouth. I was at the tree and the old clutch started ticking. I didn't know what to do.
That's a nice one. Lovely steely grey fish.
Yeah, he'll do, won't he?
We seen him come in actually, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do, mate.
Tell you what, there was some big fish there, Callum, wasn't there?
There was, yeah. This was the smaller one of the two.
Smaller one of the lot, yeah.
There was about 6 or 7 fish down there.
Good
Great
work.
success.
Success. We got 117. Lovely. Well done.
That'll do.
Well done, Carl.
That'll do, mate.
Yeah. Mate, 10 minutes in the right spot. That's all it took, wasn't it?
takes.
Fantastic, mate.
All
Look
it
at that.
takes.
Keep him there, buddy.
For one.
Yes, mate. Lovely.
Off she goes.
Or he.
Next up, it was Andy Price's moment. Now, Andy has rolled thousands of Atlantic Heat boilies in his time at Baitworks, but all it took was a single Atlantic Heat bottom bait cast to a showing fish, and within 10 minutes, the rod had ripped off the rests, and the rest is history. Now, what I was about to experience was the best bits of carp fishing all rolled into one. It really felt like all for one and one for all. And it really was an opportunity to share a really big carp moment with good friends.
You gonna give him his prize now? Andy!
Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Mate, how long has that PB stood for?
About 13 years, Mike, I think.
Is it 13 years?
Something like that, yeah.
A new PB after 13 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what you can't wish for a better start to the day.
No.
I feel sorry for that box of Stellas down at the barbecue.
I was going to take a battering later, mate.
Yeah. Well, we're all here, mate.
Yeah, I have.
We're all here to give you a hand.
Oh
so-
yeah, he's got the bucket. And you've got an empty bucket.
There's a bucket there.
Yeah, there'll be a bucket.
Oh, mate, fantastic. Oh, I'm so chuffed here. Getting some water. That fish looks immense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bigger than 39.
Go on, then, mate. You're going to lift. I'm going to.
Exactly the 40.
It looks like Choco. Andy, this is video, and this is a monumental moment. £39, and it's been his PB for 13 years, Mark. That's it. Yay! Give him a dousing. He can go, I reckon. Yay! Hey, well done, mate. Off you go.
Thank you very much.
Yes!
Out of heading over the rigger. I didn't mean to do that.
Cheers, Mark. Pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Right, what does he win?
Yay!
It ain't over yet. There's bigger in here.
Can I have that? Lovely.
It's a little riglet.
Darcy, is that going to catch something?
Did you catch a big carp today? You watch out.
Is that going to catch
Catch
anything?
you, Darcy.
Well, what a day. I couldn't have wished for a better start to the Baitworks social. There was some incredible carp caught, but most importantly, we came together as a team and celebrated every capture like it was our own. A few cold beers were sunk, barbecue food consumed, and just as we were thinking about turning in for the evening, Andy's rod burst into life. His sounder box lit up his utility belt, and we all scurried down to his swim to watch the events unfold.
I think your bet's safe. What did I bet Andy Green in?
You bet Andy. I bet Andy Price, biggest fish. Right, mate, that's a hefty curve in the rod.
Yay! Well done, Andy.
Top rod, Andy. Like that. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
It wasn't a big fish, maybe 15 or 16 pound, but it was a beautiful mahogany flank common, and as Mark flipped it over to quickly ID it, it was unhooked and released from the net back to its watery home. Everyone was keen to get back to their swims, to get their rods out, full of anticipation of what the night might have in store. I, on the other hand, just kicked back and watched a beautiful Cotswold sunset, and it gave me that gentle reminder that it's the simple things in life that can bring me the most joy.
Somebody looks comfortable in there.
Toasty, mate.
Yeah? Have a good sleep?
Yep.
Did you catch one?
No.
Oh.
I just didn't put it back out.
Oh, caught
By
one.
the time I walked down there to get the rod net and mat, I was just like, I need my bed.
Yeah, mate. This is what Callum looks like under glasses. It's a very different look.
No, very different.
Yeah, I thought there was somebody else in bed.
Oh, mate, I'm going to...
I go like Shane when he's had a drink, but my eyes go really small.
Yeah. Mate, you enjoy the ambience of the morning. I'm going to go and put some bit at the top end.
Sorted.
See you in a bit.
Beautiful.
Well, good morning. This is the morning after the night before. And what an afternoon yesterday. I mean, with Andy catching a new PB, you could see how ecstatic we all were, and we celebrated a couple of beers, a good barbecue, and everyone had a lovely time. Reeled the rods in, come round here, socialised, and it really was great just to get together. But we're trying to have a bit of a fairy tale ending. There's been 5 fish caught now, Cullums, Andy had a couple more, but Darren, who's in a corner down to my left, I've just advised him to sort of get a rod in, because right at the top end, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, just trickling a bit of bait in at the top end and hopefully just trying to create an opportunity for some more fish to be caught. Darren, I think his PB is about £17. Hasn't been fishing for a long time, life commitments, you know, all that sort of stuff gets on top of you. But he's going to get a rod now, and we are going to trundle up in the rain, it's raining now, to hopefully make a fairy tale ending to our 24 hours social. So sit tight, because if I check back in, you know it's going to be with good news. But yes, here's Darren. Locked and loaded, ready to go, rod in hand. Let's try and make it happen, mate, shall we?
Yes, definitely.
It's a last chance saloon, but yeah. We'll get a little barrel on. We'll go and pillage Mark's bait bucket for a little tiny edge barrel, and we'll get on our toes. Well, this is great. Me and Darren just fell out the tree. We watched it all unfold, and literally, we both said to each other, God, that one acted a bit strange, and it flanked there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Fish on. Fish on. Brilliant. Let me just come down and try and get involved with the net in a minute. Oh, fantastic. Tentative time, mate. Heart-stopping moment. Easy does it, mate. Don't just do it yet. Easy. That's it. Oh, oh. It's an awkward little spot in it.
Yeah.
Good fight there.
Yeah.
How'd you feel there?
You're a man, shaking.
You're a man that looks like he's out of breath.
Shaking, buzzing.
Yeah.
Absolute brilliant. Loving it.
Well, get your breath back. Callum's looking after the fish in the water, and we'll go and get some shots, mate.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks.
That's a man who's got some adrenaline pumping around him, isn't it? Darren, you've done it.
Great.
Mate,
Well done, mate.
stay there, mate. Stay there.
Thank you.
Yay!
Well done, Darren.
Come on, round of applause, round of applause, round of applause. Yay! Mandatory, mandatory. Yes, that's a smile.
New PB.
Well done,
Yeah.
buddy.
Well, as we suggested at the start of this video, there is a prize for the biggest carp, and after what, 2 hours? 3 hours?
A bit longer than that.
3 hours? We knew that it was beyond the sights of all of us, beyond the realms of anyone catching anything bigger than you. Let's finish this off with a presentation. It's heavy, and it's heavy. That's the that's your win.
Cheers, mate.
And well done, Andy. Be careful, because it's heavy. It's heavy. It's yours to keep.
Yeah.
Forever. The Baitworks champion. 2000.
I wish I could come to Baitworks out of it.
Get out there.
Yeah,
Mate, that can go in the,
That's what it's all
that can go in the
about.
bar. Have you got an accept-